hear me, probably, hopefully. Yay! Right, welcome to the quiz, everybody. It's 3 minutes to 7. So I've appeared slightly later than planned. Good evening, Janet. How you doing? Janet is the first one to say anything tonight. So you automatically win... nothing, really. Just a bit of glory. I think Janet is part of the Fabian Society. Do tell me if I got that wrong. But they've been quite a successful team the last couple of weeks here on the Dr. Paul quiz. And Joe's here as well. Alright, so it's just the Fabian Society tonight. No one else has bothered turning up. Superb. Should have a clear run at this then. Hey, no, there's other people here. Alright. Caramel Brownies. Ollie's here, representing Yorkshire. Which Yorkshire is Huddersfield, Ollie? Is it West Yorkshire? Or is it North? I think it's West Yorkshire. Huddersfield. May the 4th be with you. Yep, if you're into that, good luck. Shet Manx in the house. Hey. Rest in peace, Dave Greenfield. I don't know who that is. Hello, Sarah. Who's originally from just around the corner. But now she's like international something. Breeder Deed! It's the West Riding of Yorkshire. I saw a meme earlier on, Donald Trump saying that if you inject gravy, then you get a Yorkshire accent. We want beer, we want beer. Yeah, you're going to win beer tonight. Someone's going to win beer. Chameleons are here. Alright. Hey, Keith. Third buckets here after an absence. Well, we were bereft. We could hardly function. Now then, says Simon. Now then. Is that your Yorkshire coming on? It's 1 minute to 7. I'm going to start talking about the quiz at 7 o'clock. Just saying hello here. Pro-Leithers are here. Alright. Keeping it Leith style. Look, I know people live in other parts of Edinburgh, but Leith's number one, isn't it? Really, it's the best. It's got the sea. It's got the Kirkgate. Yeah! I've always been a more North Edinburgh person. Never really lived in Leith that much. Lived in North Junction Street when I was a kid. For a little while. Do a couple of quizzes down in Leith when we're not in the middle of a pandemic. Persevere, bottom of Easter Road. That's good. Brass Monkey Leith, which would be right now, 7 o'clock on a Monday. That's where I would be right now. Normally. But it is not normal. This is normal. Something's always normal. This is normal now, right? I'm going to turn that down a little bit. It's 7 o'clock. I'm going to start talking about the quiz. So let's get on with it. Dark and Stormy team are here. Hello, hello, hello. Right, first thing I want to say is thanks for coming and doing the quiz. If you've got any pictures of yourselves, this is what I'm lacking. I don't really have any pictures of the teams, your teams doing the quiz. I'm actually kind of clueless as to how many of you are doing this by yourselves and how many have actually organised a team via, you know, WhatsApp and Zoom and FaceTime and all that business. So I don't really know. So if you send me a picture, if you put together a picture of your team, if you're all in one place or if you're in different places, I'll stick it on the quiz next week, and I want to see some of the teams, because that's what I do at the normal quiz. Take pictures of the teams, usually winners, but all other teams too, and put them on the social media. It's good. I like to see the people, you know. You're not late, Marion. You're fine. I always try and aim to hit the first question at just 5 past. Exactly 5 past. That's what sometimes I get a little bit late. So just saying, I'd love to see some pictures. Share them on social media or just send them to me, however you get them to me. But I want to see some of you. You know what I mean? There's plenty of pictures of me, plenty of pictures of questions. The prize winners, they're really good pictures, you know. Graham won the beer last week up in Fife. Great picture from him. Simon the week before, didn't actually get a picture of him. He did a stack of the beer, but I think he's a little bit shy. We'd love to see pictures of you guys, so let's get some of those. Any kind of social media, you can do any shares at all. By the way, if you share the quiz right now, you get a point. You get a 1 point start if you share it on your channels, you know. That's the first point you can get. Just a little shared share, you know what I mean? Tell people about this great quiz fun that you're having. Live quiz starts soon. House rules are this: no Tories, no racists. Be your best self. Be the you that you can be. You know what I mean? Pajero is here. Hello. How to do the quiz, right? If you've been here before, you know this. If you've not been here before, this is how it works. I am going to ask questions. It's a quiz. It's a pub quiz. You are playing as part of a team. So that is either yourself, just where you are, or hopefully you're in touch with some other team members via the things, the WhatsApps and the FaceTimes and the Zooms, and there's probably about 55 different apps being invented since this morning in California that have already made £1 million or £1 billion on the stock market. Hello, Abbey Hill Billies. So you're a team. We're going to do a quiz like you do a pub quiz. I'll do a round of questions. You talk to each other and get your answers down on a bit of paper. You can get a sheet. I've got a link for that somewhere to keep your scores tidy, but a bit of paper and a pen is just absolutely fine. You write down your answers. Don't shout out the answers in the chat. See the bit that's red? Am I pointing the right way? I don't know. No answers in the chat, so don't shout out the answers in the chat while I'm doing the questions. Just keep them to yourselves, but after each round I'll tell you the answers and then you can do the mark, and it's more or less 2 points for a right answer, although there are a couple of variations there. Alright, and that's pretty much it. At the end of the quiz I'll get you to upload your scores, and there's no prize for coming first. That's important. So there's no cheat. There's no issue with cheating. You can cheat all you like. You get 25,000 points. Doesn't matter. There's no prize for coming first, but there are prizes. We'll get to that later. Okay, right. It is 4 minutes past 7, so we are just about ready to start. Last time was Friday. Pornhub on the other tab with the winners. Well, top score anyway, put it that way. There's some of the names, the famous names. What we got? Social Outcasts were here. This was Friday. Boris's Love Children already getting ahead of most of society there. Barrymore's Fist. Always a good shout with him. In fact, that's a pretty good score. Chameleons, UK Alliance, Prolethers, who are here again. Blue Fox Tuesday, the ones and onlys. Pedestrian Crossing. Titty Biscuits were here on Friday. Don't know if they're here tonight. Spaghetti Haggis. Caramel Brownies just turned up, and just Charlotte right at the bottom, but might not have been the worst score. Some people don't like to upload their score if they didn't do very well. But get all the scores up there, you know. Okay, coming up Tuesday, big teams quiz. That's tomorrow night. Susan Boyle is back. She defeated Sid James and Kenneth Williams last Thursday, so she is the current champion. Different type of quiz. That's a shouty out one. We have our sponsor tonight, which is Cross Borders Brewery, based in Inveresk near Dalkeith. They make beautiful beer. You can win some of it. As winners last time, there's Graham and a friend from sunny Dunfermline there, and there's Simon's Tower of Power from the week before. You can win booze tonight. The prize tonight is the Growler, right? A Growler is a 1 litre bottle, and they're giving away 2 Growlers, 2 1 litre Growlers this week. We'll get to that later. Let's go on with the quiz. So, here we go. We're ready? We're ready? A wee bit louder, says Marion. Hang on. Marion, that was you last time, wasn't it? Saying the same thing. My peaks say that I'm okay. I've got a little meter here showing me the peak. I'm in the green, sometimes in the yellow. I'm not in the red. So if anyone else thinks I need to be a bit louder, do tell me. I'll change it, but just from everything I can see here, it seems okay. I've just nudged it up a tiny bit, right? It was you last time. There must be, I'm not an engineer, but I reckon there might be like different volumes on your computer for... You're saying I'm a wee bit low as well, Prolethers. Okay. Right. Let's just do that. How's that? Is that a little bit better? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks okay to me. I'm going to carry on like this. If anyone else is feeling it's a bit low, do tell me. Okay, so here we go. Here come the questions for the first... Thanks, Ali. Right, here come the first question. Now, the first round is the same letter round. You see that? Same letter. That means there's 5 questions. All the answers start with the same letter. And that's a big clue, because once you get an answer you know, then you've got the letter, and you can guess the ones you don't know. Yeah. 1 point for a social media share, Gemma, and you get 2 points if it is if you've got a voucher. Voucher is if you've been here before. I was going to do that at the end of the round, but if you've been here before, you get 2 points. If it's your first time, you don't get a 2-point start. Okay, here we go. Here come the questions, round 1. So, question number 1. Thank you, Margaret Ann. Question number 1. Which is the only state of the USA to have a Union flag in the corner of its own flag, in the style of New Zealand and Australia? So you know how New Zealand and Australia have got a little British flag in the corner, the Union flag. There is a US state that has a flag the same. So which state is it? Which state of the USA has a Union Jack basically in the corner, just like New Zealand or Australia? The rest of it's a different design, but the UK flag in the corner. That's question number 1. Chat with your team about this. Remember, don't shout out the answers. I'm going to go through the first round questions pretty quickly, and I'll go over them one more time before I show you the answers. So here's question number 2. Which large African animal's name literally translates into English as river horse? So it's got a name based on Latin, and that translates as river horse. What is the name of that large African animal? That's question number 2. Remember, all the answers start with the same letter in the first round. Number 3, fish. What kind of fish is required to make Cullen Skink? Very tasty. Kind of soup that you get called the Cullen Skink. But what type of fish is required for that bit of chefing? That's number 3. Number 4, now get out of that. What was the better known name of the Hungarian-born American showman called Erich Weiss, or Weiss, who died in 1926? I don't know how it was pronounced, his real name. Originally it would have been Weiss, but sometimes they anglicise it, so sometimes it's Weiss. But Erich Weiss was his real name. What was his stage name? A very famous stage name. A Hungarian-born entertainer. He was American. Famous name from the 20th century. Remember, all these answers start with the same letter of the alphabet. And question number 5. Authors. What was the name of the woman who wrote Bridget Jones's Diary? Okay. 90s thing. But with a long life. Afterwards, yeah. So what was the name of the woman who wrote Bridget Jones's Diary, the original column and novels, or novel, led to lots of films and so on. So that's the first round questions. I'm going to go over them once again. If your team is ready, then please tell me you're ready. Don't shout out answers, just tell me you're ready. Here's the questions once again, very quickly. So number 1, what's the only state in the USA that's got a Union Jack in the corner and it's off its state flag? River horse, Latin, but what's the English word? What's the large African animal with a name that means river horse? What kind of fish is required to make Cullen Skink? Thank you everyone for telling me you're ready. I see them coming in. Number 4, Erich Weiss, or Weiss, died in 1926. What was his... did I say born in 1926 before? Died in 1926. What was his name? What was his stage name? Famous stage name. And authors. What was the name of the woman who wrote Bridget Jones's Diary? Okay. So, who's ready? Let's have a look. Abbey Hill Billies are ready. Breeder Deed, Chameleons. Prolethers, Bog Roll Bandits, Lumpy Gravy, Nick's ready, 49 Steps are ready, Social Outcast, Triangulation. Hello to Triangulation. You're all ready. Get a couple more readies, I think. By the way, if you want to help me in a small way, you can always like the video. Click that like button, because that all helps me in the algorithm. You know, Fabian Society are ready. Fud Buckets are ready. The caramel, caramel brownie, yeah. Ooh, nice. And the wieners, a different type of thrill. And Frickardini, alright, lots of people are ready. Let us get into the answers. So, same letter round answers. Did you get a letter? I really hope you did. By the way, decide now. If you're not ready, you're not ready. Get those answers down. I think that's enough time. So, did you get a letter? Letter H for happy. Look at me, I'm happy. By the way, happy birthday if it's your birthday. Remember, if it is your birthday, you get 1 point. It has to be your birthday today. Not yesterday, not tomorrow. It has to be your birthday today. If it's your birthday today, your team gets 1 point. Alright, so here come the answers. You get 2 points for each of these. First one was flags. Oh yeah, the American state that's got a Union Jack in the corner for its state flag. That is Hawaii. That's what the flag looks like. Quite nifty. You know, design-wise. If you like your red, white and blue. Number 2. Hippopotamus. That's a river horse. Hippos is horse. Potamus is river. I said Latin. It's kind of based on... Is it based on Greek as well? I think it might be based on Greek, actually. Anyway, hippopotamus is the correct answer. Fish. What kind of fish is required to make Cullen Skink? That is your haddock, ladies and gentlemen. Finnan Haddie, specifically, for your proper Cullen Skink, but it's a haddock. For 2 points. Number 3, now get out of that. Erich Weiss, or Weiss, was better known, much better known as Harry Houdini. There he is. A wee bit kinky. You know? Reminds me of Hattori in last year's Eurovision. Authors, name of the woman who wrote Bridget Jones's Diary. Very, very famous books. Do you remember this woman's name? She's called Helen Fielding. That's what she looks like. So it's Helen Fielding. So there you go. Here are all the answers. Tell me what you scored. Remember, 2 points for a voucher. That's if you've been here before. 1 point if you shared this on social media. You can share it now and get your point. And a point if it's your birthday. So a possible 14 points. Unlikely, because you'd have to have a birthday. But let's see what you get. 11 points for Marion. 12 out of 10 for the Abbey Hillbillies. That means they got 10 out of 10 and they got a voucher. Shitmank got 12. Social Outcasts. Scott G. That's good. Pretty good scores in the first round. 13 for Pajero, and they're pleased with that. Do tell me if you got any wrong. Tell me which ones you got wrong and how you got them wrong. Because it's always interesting to know what people put. Maybe some people would have gone for herring in number 3. And maybe some people would not get Helen Fielding. I'm not sure. Susan's burnt fudge. Right, we've all been there. Right, let's crack on. Keep a note of your scores. I'm going to get you to upload your team's score at the end of the quiz. And I'll tell you something else. Just now, before I forget. It's 7 o'clock. This doesn't suit everybody. And I've been doing the quizzes mainly at 7 the last few weeks. The team's quizzes. I am now going to do them at 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock. I'm going to do this exact same quiz. So it's not a separate quiz. You'll be disappointed if you come back later, because it's exactly the same quiz. But I know that some people find 7 o'clock a bit early. So I'm doing exactly the same quiz at 9 o'clock, and that's on Facebook. And I'll be doing that for Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Okay? Just to let you know, because it might suit you better, 9 o'clock. Particularly if you've got the kids, you know what I mean? Right, round 2 is a picture round. 5 picture questions. 2 points for each one. Remember, no shouting out the answers in the chat. If you've just come in, you missed the first round, give yourself 8 out of 10 because the scoring was pretty good there. Okay, here we go. Right, so hurdy-gurdy. What language is this? Obviously English on the left. What's the other language? Både någon nygra redan kanske ignotar. Mellan många lite grann naturligtvis. Inte alls, nästan, verkligen, det finns. That's probably all incorrect pronunciation. Probably fairly inaccurate. But what language is on show there? English being translated into which language? That's picture number 1. I will show you these again, but I'll go through them fairly rapidly. We've got 6 rounds altogether, by the way, and I'll try to get finished by 8. I'm really going to try and hit that tonight. Right, authors, number 2. Who's this guy? Who's this writer? He was the first English language writer to receive the Nobel Prize for Literature. And I think that was round about 1907. I'll go and look it up in a minute, I'll tell you. But what's his name? English writer, did novels, did poetry as well. First guy to get the Nobel Prize for Literature who was a writer in English. Okay, aye aye. Number 3, what's this? Is it a camel, a cow, or a giraffe? What's going on there? Picture number 3. Is it a camel, a cow, moo, or a giraffe? Sss. Number 4, Juggernaut. What is Juggernaut's the name of the character here, but what is the name of the actor? Name the actor. Picture number 4. Character is called Juggernaut, but what is the name of the actor? That's question number 4. And the final question in the picture round, picture number 5, is Grime. 2 points here. Name the rapper and his debut album. 1 point for the name of the rapper, 1 point for the name of the album. The album went to number 1 in the UK charts in 2017. So, pretty up to date stuff there from the Dr. Bot quiz point of view. This quiz doesn't exactly hang off of fast moving events, you know. Some quiz masters do that. But it's a hell of a lot of work writing questions about the news, and then you can't use them again, you know. Okay. Quick recap. What's the other language? Både igen många naturligtvis, nästan, and so on. What's the other language? Thanks for telling me you're ready, Margaret Ann. Tell me you're ready if your team's ready. Number 2, who's the writer? First English language writer to win the Nobel Prize for Literature. Camel, cow, giraffe. Name the actor. And name the rapper. And his first album, which was a number 1 in 2017. Okay, what we got? I've got 3 or 4 if you're ready. I see Marion saying there, didn't know the Bridget Jones writer. Yeah, it's difficult. I mean, it's one of those ones that's recalling it. You know, everyone will have heard at some point Bridget Jones's Diary by Helen Fielding. If you're not thinking about it all the time, it's difficult to recall. Well done if you did get it. Caramel brownies are ready. Keith's ready with the chameleons. Social outcasts are ready. Yeah, I'll wait for a couple more and then I'm going to tell you the answers for the picture round. I'm going to get my little bit of paper ready so that I know what I'm doing next. Because I find it helps. If I don't know what's happening next, the quiz works itself out. It's usually okay. But if I know what I'm doing next, it goes a little bit smoother. Right. How we doing? Very good. Okay, lots of people ready. If you're not ready, you're not ready. So get ready. Get those answers down. I'm going to hit you with the answers. Here we go. Answers for the picture round as follows. Right, number 1. Bit of a clue. Hurdy-gurdy up there. I mean, even if I just said hurdy-gurdy, what language am I thinking of? It didn't show you anything. You might guess the right answer here. It's Swedish. Yeah. Apparently the Swedish chef doesn't really sound Swedish. That's what Swedish people say. But what do they know? Swedish is correct answer. Right, who's the writer? Nobel Prize for Literature. That is your old pal Rudyard Kipling. The guy did the Jungle Book and all that other good stuff. Gunga did the poem If, much beloved of the BBC and those types of people. Aye. It's a giraffe. Thank you to Triangulation for my giraffe. Juggernaut. Who's Juggernaut? It's Vinnie Jones, former footballer. He was a fairly successful footballer. And then after that, he thought, I'm going to move to Hollywood and become a Hollywood hard man. There he is. That was in one of the X-Men movies. And Grime, right. Stormzy for 1 point. You know the guy's called Stormzy. I think most of you got that. I would not have been able to name his debut LP. Gang Signs and Prayer. So 1 point for Stormzy, 1 point for Gang Signs and Prayer. Tell me what you scored. Tell me what you got wrong. Tell me how you got it wrong. Vinnie Jones, he sounds Welsh. Yeah, he played for Wales. But I think he had like a London accent. I think he grew up somewhere in the south. Very entertaining player. I watched a great clip recently where he was, I think he was playing for Leeds, and the keeper got sent off or injured or something like that. So Vinnie Jones went in goal. It was against Newcastle. And it's great entertainment. Didn't get the name of the album. Yeah, I wouldn't have got that. Do tell me if you did get the name of the album. Well, Jamie Swan must have for Social Outcast. They must have got it because they got 10 out of 10. Changed your mind on the author and the language, but the right ones were first thoughts. What did you put instead? Fud buckets. What did you put for the author instead of Rudyard Kipling? Nah, that's not right, Janet. It's just 10 out of 10. The last question is 1 point for Stormzy and 1 point for Gang Signs and Prayer. Okay? There's a Leeds United fact coming in from Nick. Vinnie Jones has a Leeds United tattoo on his leg. You got the language as being Finnish. Nah, you can tell if it's Finnish because it's full of A's. Finnish is just basically loads of A's and with an occasional K in between. Keats for the author. Aye. A 20-year-old. Can't he beat that? They are the best pub quiz teams. Teams with somebody a bit older, a bit younger, somebody in the middle. People with different interests, different sexes, different ethnicities. Diversity actually works in a pub quiz setting. Right, let's move on. Your mum was Finnish. I'm just saying. I love Finnish. I'm just saying it's easy to spot. It's got loads of K's and loads of A's. I think I'd be able to spot Finnish. I can't speak a word of it, but... Oh, there's all the answers. I should have shown you that. Swedish, Rudyard Kipling, Giraffe, Vinnie Jones, Stormzy with Gang Signs and Prayer. Okay, let's move on. What we got? Oh, 1 minute bonus. Ah, man. Hang on a second. Now, I was just popping over there because I didn't have my phone out. And I need a timer because I'm going to give you 60 seconds. I'm going to show you a picture clue and you've got 60 seconds to guess the name of the song. It's a song that was #1 in the UK charts in 1986. I'm just getting my timer sorted out here. Let's see. Timer. There we go. And it's showing me 1 minute. Okay, right. So you've got 60 seconds to solve this. You've got right up until I reveal the answer to get your points. It's 3 points if you get this right. So here comes the picture clue, and I'm starting 1 minute now. So, name of a song, title of a song that was #1 in the UK charts in 1986. Don't shout out the answers in the chat. Just work it out amongst your team and write it down. And if you've got the right answer by the time I reveal, then you'll get 3 points. You're down to 40 seconds at the moment. Raymond's give me a bit of finish there. Ralli anelli tuliki HOUDINI. Yeah, U's as well. Double U and U. You see that all the time. One of my favourite Eurovision songs from a couple of years ago. Chulki Ella. It was 2 women and they're playing accordions. Really good. Lots of people saying they got it, that it's easy. It's 10 seconds to go if you don't got it. I've started talking street. If you do not have it yet, you've got 3 seconds left. Here we go. And that's time up. Press that button to make it shut up, and I will reveal the #1 song in 1986 is The Sun Always Shines on TV by AHA, who are not Finnish or Swedish. They were Norwegian. Great song. Brilliant song. 3 points if you got that. Lots of people reporting that you got it. So 3 points add on to your score if you got The Sun Always Shines on TV. I did a cover version of it once. My cover version's intense. In fact, I could use that in a music round one night because it's so awfully not like the original that I'm sure it will get past the copyright. Anyway, speaking of which, time for the sound round. Now, tonight's sound round is not music. Tonight's sound round is film clips. Okay? So, just going to get ready over here. Ready over here. Got a few things to click and move around before I can do the sound round. So, I've got to get into the audio round folder. I'm going to play short clips of dialogue from 5 different films. Going to give you clues and you guess the films. It's as simple as that. So, Ollie's saying not a clue. These are worse than anagrams. Look, it's an easy one, Ollie. Look, 24/7. That's like all the time. And there's a TV with a sun on it. The sun always. Come on, that's easy. Right. Sound round film. So the first one I'm going to play you is a bit of dialogue from a 1964 musical. I'm just filling a bit so I get the levels right. Looks like a microwave. Aye, that's probably because you're young, Disa. See, for people my age, that's what TVs look like. See, back in the day. Right, you ready for this? Hopefully this is at the right volume. Here comes the first clip. Bit of dialogue from a 1964 musical.
Repeat that after me. In Hartford, Hereford and Hampshire, hurricanes hardly ever happen.
In Hartford, Hereford and Hampshire, hurricanes hardly ever happen.
Oh, no. I haven't no ear at all.
Shall I do it over?
No, please.
Right, there you go. That's from a 1964 musical. Someone please tell me that the sound is either just right, too loud, or too little. Because I've got all the meters here, but it is difficult to judge. So hopefully it's okay. I'll go straight on to number 2 in the meantime. Number 2 is a 2004 comedy film. Thank you very much for telling me that it sounds all right. That's good. It's reassuring, you know. Right, here comes number 2.
What if just for tonight, we weren't co-workers, we were co-people?
I don't...
Shh. You be a woman, I'll be a man. That's all. What?
My God, that was nice. We're all starting to feel things. Here's number 3, which is a 1994 gangster movie.
Two things. Don't tell nobody about this. This shit is between me, you, and Mr. Soon-to-be living the rest of his short-ass life in agonizing pain, rapist here. It ain't nobody else's business. 2, you leave town tonight, right now. And when you're gone, you stay gone, or you be gone. You lost all your LA privileges, deal?
There you go. That was a slightly longer clip from 1994, a gangster movie. Number 4 is a 1982 musical.
Get a hold of yourself, mister. What's come over you?
She wouldn't be a bother. I'd take care of her. You have plenty of room here. The staff adores her. We could take her on as, well, as your ward, couldn't we?
Absolutely not. I'm a businessman. I love money, I love power, I love capitalism. I do not now and never will love children. Get a hold of yourself, mister.
Right, very nice. And the last one is from 2010, and it's set in Sheffield, this film.
Bomb the mosque.
What?
The masjid?
Yeah, the masjid, the mosque. But we go in dressed like kuffar. They think it's the unbelievers attacking, so all the Muslims rise up and fight back. Stoke things up proper big time, fast track the final days, total war.
That is sick, man.
Right, there you go. That's the last one. So I think they got slightly more difficult. Depends what you're into, obviously. Tell me if you got them, and I'm going to play them one more time, just quickly, because there's always a couple of people who could do with it one more time. But do tell me if you're ready. I'm going to play them one more time. Number 1 is a 1964 musical.
Repeat that after me. In Hartford, Hereford and Hampshire, hurricanes hardly ever happen.
In Hartford, Hereford and Hampshire, hurricanes hardly ever happen.
Oh, no. I haven't no ear at all.
Right, that's the first one. Number 2 is a 2004
What if
comedy.
just for tonight, we weren't co-workers, we were co-people?
I don't.
Shh. You be a woman, I'll be a man. That's all.
Fantastic. Number 3 is a longer clip. I'm only going to play half of it. You heard most of it. 1994 gangster movie.
2 things. Don't tell nobody about this. This shit is between me, you, and Mr. Soon-to-be living the rest of his short-ass life in agonizing pain, rapist here.
There you go. I think you get the gist from that. Number 4 is a 1982 musical.
Get a hold of yourself, mister. What's come over you?
She wouldn't be a bother. I'd take care of her. You have plenty of room here. The staff adores her. We could take her on as, well, as your ward, couldn't we?
Absolutely not. I'm a businessman. I love money, I love power, I love capitalism. I do not now and never will love children. Get a hold of yourself, mister. What's come over you?
She wouldn't be a bother.
There it goes again, right? And the last one is a 2010 film, and it happens to be set in Sheffield.
Bomb the mosque.
What?
The masjid?
Yeah, the masjid, the mosque. But we go in dressed like kuffar. They think it's the unbelievers attacking, so all the Muslims rise up and fight back. Stoke things up proper big time, fast track the final days, total war.
That is sick, man.
Bomb.
Right, there you go. Okay, so there are the clips, and lots of you are telling me you're ready. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you have told me that you're ready already. I'm going to wait for a couple more, and then I'll give you the answers. These are all films from my own collection, but I've managed to work out how to record clips off of the internet, so the diversity, the range of films should increase slightly. Basically, I don't watch films that are very modern, you know what I mean? All my favourite films were made in the 70s. Yeah, Raymond, bomb the mosque. Yeah, I don't know why people have Alexa in their house. I mean, I don't get it. Here's a device that listens to absolutely everything you say. Would you like to buy it? No. Right. Plenty if you say you're ready. Here we go. Give me two more. Two more teams tell me you're ready, and then I'll have a screen full of readies. Then I'll know to move on. I mean, I've got some films that I wouldn't watch because got them for other people and stuff like that. But most of my disk drive is musicals and comedies, you know. Right. Everybody's ready. Okay. Here we go. Struggling, says Ollie, but ready. Right, here come the answers for the sound round. Film. So number 1, hurricanes hardly ever happen in Hertfordshire and Herefordshire, whatever it was. That's Professor Henry Higgins trying to teach Eliza Doolittle how to speak proper, and that is My Fair Lady. That's Rex Harrison as Henry Higgins and Audrey Hepburn as Eliza Doolittle, which I don't think I've seen. I might have seen it years ago. I'm looking forward to watching it. Number 2, 2004 comedy, You Be a Lady, I'll Be a Man, Will Be Co-People. That is a line from Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy, or just Anchorman is fine for the 2 points. Number 3, gangster film from 1994. Maybe not the most quoted part of it. The most quoted part from it includes John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson, but this scene was between Bruce Willis and Ving Rhames. It's Pulp Fiction. And I won't bother describing what's just happened because it's not very nice. 1982 musical. I love money, I love power, I love capitalism. That's Big Daddy Warbucks, and he's saying to Grace that he doesn't want to adopt Annie. Little orphan Annie. And the last one, a little bit more obscure. Chris Morris wrote the film. I don't know if he directed it. It's hapless would-be terrorists from Sheffield not doing a very good job of terrorism, and it's called Four Lions. So tell me how many points you got. Tell me which ones you got wrong. And we'll move on. That's the 5 answers there. 2 points for each correct answer. So I'm just going to go back to the background music there. Put it down there. Get a little background music on. There we go. That's interesting, actually. Getting 8 out of 10, not getting Anchorman. I thought I tried to make it like starting easy and going more difficult. Let's have a look. Didn't get My Fair Lady. The shame. Well, you know, it's a fair. I try, like I say, try to make it easy. I like My Fair Lady. Not everyone's seen it, but that particular scene, I think it's quite famous. 2 points. Don't do movies, says Marion. Maybe I should up the clues a bit for the supposedly easy ones. 10 out of 10 for the 49 Steps. Nice. 10 for the Fricadinho, 10 for the Bandits, 10 for Social Outcasts. Breeder did get 10. Anchorman was a bit of a guess. He's trying to seduce the lady newsreader. The anchor lady, which is, what's her name? Christina Applegate. Can't believe Anchorman's that old. Yeah, it's nearly 20 years old. Anchorman, it's moving into old school territory now. Okay. Lucky we got a few older members in our team, says Jamie. Come on, there was something there from 2010. That's like last week, if you're my age. even 2004 is pretty much last week, if you're my age. 3 Lions, 1 point, please. Yeah, that's perfectly reasonable, Keith. Sorry, Michael. Both on the same team. Yeah. If you get... You can always ask me for clarity on the chat. 3 Lions, I would give you 1 point for that, definitely. Right, okay, let's move on. Oh, new round. Search. I'm going to show you a grid of letters, and I'm going to give you some clues. You've got to pick out the acronyms and abbreviations. These are mostly 3 letters, and the answers do not overlap. I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's easier. So I'll show you this grid. So you see the letters there, reminiscent of Blockbusters, don't you think? That was kind of the idea, but it ended up being this round. So pick out the letters. The answers do not overlap. All right, each hex is only used once. So try and pick out the answers from these. The first one is a pop magazine, a music magazine which has been published since 1952. Pick out 3 letters that are, you know, next to each other. You can move from one hex to the other. That is a music magazine that's been published and still is published, and it's been on the go since 1952. So what are the 3 letters on the grid that go together? Here come all the, can I have a pee please? You do what you like. It's your own house. And I can't see you. You can do what you want. Number 2. Okay. Sheila Ritchie, Christian Allard and Aileen McLeod were this right up to January the 31st, 2020. So right up until January 31st, 2020. And that's quite a big clue. The people mentioned there were this, and it's a 3-letter abbreviation. So have a think what was going on January 31st. Sheila Ritchie, Christian Allard and Aileen McLeod were all this up until 31st January this year. That's number 2. Again, 3 letters. Number 3 is another 3-letter thing. You're looking for the medical name for mad cow disease. The clue there on the screen just says mad cow. It should probably say mad cow disease to be a little clearer, but it's the medical name for mad cow disease. 3 letters next to each other on the grid, and they don't overlap with other answers. And this is an experiment this round. You have to tell me whether you think it's good, whether it's rubbish, whether it's too easy, too difficult, that sort of thing. But tell me after the round. Number 4 is a publisher which was founded in 1586, making it one of the oldest publishers in Britain. They are particularly known for their dictionaries and history books, but especially dictionaries. Alright, so which publisher is that? 3 letters next to each other on the grid. You can go from one letter to the other without skipping. And the answers do not overlap. You also need to tell me if this round is easy to understand or not. Because it's easy for me because I made it. I know what I'm doing. But, you know, you have to tell me whether I'm just talking gibberish or whether it makes sense. And the last one, all these are 3 letters, but the last one is 5 letters. And it is a train drivers union, which has, latest count, over 20,000 members. So a very big union for train drivers. And others, but mainly train drivers. What is the name of that union? A trades union. Trades union. For getting it right up the bosses when that's required. So, same as usual, tell me if it's if you're ready. I see Shet Mank was delighted to get 8 out of 10, saying that was a tough round, the movie round. 4 out of 10 for Ollie. Told you we were struggling. Yeah. It's one of those rounds that's kind of easy if you know it. Like, these are slightly new to me. This round's new to me. Doing the film clips is new to me. I don't usually do that in the pub. You can't do dialogue over the speakers in the pub. It's too noisy. But in this medium, across the internet, it's easier. And it's just a bit of variety instead of the music all the time. Right, Pajero are ready. Bog Roll Bandits are ready. And it's 7:45. I think we'll get finished on time. I think we'll just be okay. Thanks, Gemma. That's the first bit of feedback. We liked it. We liked the round. That's good. Right. You're perfectly welcome to tell me if you hate it, if you think it's stupid, because I need your feedback so that I know. I want to give you a good quiz, you know what I mean? Good round. Almost confused by potential overlap. Yeah, that's one thing I might need to work on. Great round. Good. Excellent. Right, I've got a few more readies, and I better get on with this, because I think we've got 2 more rounds after this. Okay. Right, here come the answers. So number 1 was the music magazine. It's been on the go since 1952. That is the NME. All right, NME stands for New Musical Express. NME. 2 points. Understandable concept, very hard questions. Right, okay. Yeah, that's the thing, Colin, yeah. Because I did change one of those, not last minute, but kind of last minute. But they don't overlap, so that's becomes part of the game. That's my excuse. Right, number 2 is MEP. So that was Sheila Ritchie, Christian Allard, and Aileen MacLeod. They were all members of the European Parliament right up until January 31st. And now they're not, because we've left. How do you get a Sharpie off your telly? Well, I'm sure there's a YouTube video about it, but now you can't see it because you got Sharpie all over your telly. Number 3 is BSE. That's bovine spongiform encephalitis or something like that. That's from memory. I don't have that written down, but I think that's what it means. BSE, anyway, is the right answer for 2 points. The people who make dictionaries are the OUP. That's the Oxford University Press. And the 5-letter one. I don't know if it's more difficult to get a 5-letter one or easier, but it's ASLEF. All right. ASLEF. ASLEF. And I can't remember what it stands for, but it's ASLEF. Let's have a look. The Associated Society of Locomotive Engineers and Firemen. But you don't really get firemen these days. Okay. Very good. So 2 points for each of those. Tell me what you got, and I'm going to move on because I must have been going a bit slowly. I'm possibly going to run over again. I will get the hang of finishing on 8 o'clock one of these times. It's because I like the chat, you know. That was a hard round. 6 points. 6 points is all right. If you're getting 6 out of 10 on what you're thinking is a hard round, that's pretty good. Xenon Sept. Quiz Christopherson only got 2 in that round, so it's harder for some other people. Fud Buckets. Those other teams found it harder. We've got 10s, we've got 8s, we've got 4s. 10 out of 10 for the Bandits. Oh, yeah. Missed the 5-letter bit for the trains. Aye. Right, I think the overall feeling is that's alright. That's quite good. So I'll do that again. I've just got a bunch of different rounds so I can chop and change them on, you know, Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. Mix up the rounds a little bit. Right, let's get on with it. Let's. What's the next round? I think it's 50-50. Quick shout for Team of the Day. This is just a reminder of real people from the real world. They're not called the punny people. That's not their team name, but they've always got a really good pun. Like, you know how you get Quiz Christopherson and you get like Quiz Zach Abusi and Quiz Team Aguilera. They don't do that. They do high quality ones, and I wish I had some examples, but the quiz puns are always really good. Quiz this the real life. Quiz this just fantasy. You know, just a bit further. Mind your contribute link, Dr. P. Yeah, I will. I'll do that right now, seeing as you asked. The quiz is free. It's completely free to do the quiz. It costs you no money to play the quiz. That's fine. But if you want to donate, because I'm trying to make a living out of this, since the pubs was shut, then you're welcome to give me £1 or £2 or whatever you think it's worth. All right? And that's the link there. I'll do that again at the end. But thanks for mentioning that, Raymond. I'm going to move straight on to the next round, which is the 50-50 round. So this couldn't be simpler. 5 questions, 50-50 answers. Number 1. Which punctuation mark completes the name of the town of Westward Ho in Devon? Westward Ho is in Devon, but what punctuation mark completes the name? Is it an apostrophe or an exclamation mark? That's question number 1. Number 2, films in the 2000s. Which of these films won a Best Picture Oscar? They were both nominated same year, but which one won the Oscar for Best Picture? Was it No Country for Old Men or There Will Be Blood? Which one of those films won the Oscar for Best Picture in that particular year? Both nominated. Which one won the Best Picture Oscar? I will recap these if you miss any, but I'm just going to get through them first. Question number 3. Which Scottish town became officially a city during March 2012 to celebrate the Queen's Jubilee? Was it Paisley or was it Perth? Both places that everyone's been to. And they've both got great things about them. But which one officially became a city in 2012, while the other still languishes as a town? Number 4, video games. This might be a 20-year-old thing again, because, you know, tends to be younger people who do this. But Gordon Freeman is the main protagonist in which series of video games? Is it Assassin's Creed or Half-Life? Alright. Assassin's Creed or Half-Life. Which video game has got a guy called Gordon Freeman? That's number 4. And the last one in the round, 15th century blokes. Which country includes the birthplace of the famous explorer Christopher Columbus? Was he born in Italy or Portugal? So that's which modern day country includes the birthplace of Christopher Columbus? He worked for Spain, he worked for the Spanish crown, but where was he actually born? Was he born in what is now modern day Italy or what is now modern day Portugal? That's the 5 questions. We're going to go through the round very quickly. See them again. So, Westward Ho, does it finish with an apostrophe or an exclamation mark? Which one was Best Picture Oscar? No Country for Old Men or There Will Be Blood? Which is now a city? Paisley or Perth? Gordon Freeman is Assassin's Creed or Half-Life? And where was Christopher Columbus born? Was it Italy or Portugal? Okay. So I've got a couple of people telling me you're ready. I'm going to run over. Sorry, everybody, if you've got, I don't know, things to clap at 8 o'clock. I am going to run a little bit over. I thought I was moving fairly briskly, but obviously not. Got to get better at that. Right. This is really just choosing an answer, so I'm going to get straight into the answers because you should be able to do that fairly quickly. And plenty of readies are coming in, so I'll give you the answers. Here we go. 50-50. Answers. The West Country. I've been to this place. It's alright. I don't think it merits an exclamation mark, but that's what it's got. Westward Ho! Like Thundercats. Which of these films won a Best Picture Oscar? The winner was No Country for Old Men. There Will Be Blood was nominated but did not win. Number 3, the Scottish town became a city. It's Perth. It's more historical than that, you know what I mean? I mean, Paisley's got its history. It's got that abbey and all that stuff. Gordon Freeman, pardon me, is the main character in which series of video games? It's Half-Life. Half-Life. And number 5, where was Christopher Columbus born? He was born in the city of Genoa, which, as you all know, is in Italy. Liguria province. So Italy is the correct answer. There are the 5 answers. So exclamation mark, No Country for Old Men, Perth, Half-Life, Italy. Put your scores up, but I'm not going to hang around. I'm going to get on to the next bit. Oh, prize time. Which I kind of have ready. Kind of don't. We're going to play Mystery Bag. I'm going to be back just in a second. You can stare at that beer. Win beer. Okay. I have hastily put together Mystery Bag. Mystery Bag! What's in the mystery bag? That's the question. Scores are all over the place in that round. 4s and 6s and stuff. Yeah, difficult ones. Right, mystery bag. Tonight's prize, by the way, is beer. What's in the mystery bag? That's what I'm asking. Ask me some questions of a yes-no nature. McLyle, I can't see how it's so small, but I think it's McLyle says, can you eat it? Yes, you can. Kerry says, is it hard? Yes, it is. You can eat it, and it is hard. Tennis ball? No. Bag of nuts? No. Tangerine? No. Phone? No. Is it food? Yeah, you can eat it, and it's fairly tough. You know what I mean? It's not Haribo's. It's not an apple. It's an unwanted Crimbo present disguise. Nah, I got it out of Co-op this afternoon. Is it cheese? Is it perishable? Yes. It's not cheese. It is perishable. Whoop. Right, I've got to slow down the feed now because all the questions are coming in. And the guesses. Sweet or savoury? Aye, 50-50 questions are alright. It's savoury. Okay. Apple gum tablet, potato, apple, toffee, boiled sweet, apple, toffee. No. Edinburgh rock? Nah, I wouldn't have that stuff in my house. That's disgusting. Toffee, tablet, hard-boiled egg? No. Toffee, rock, Yorkie bar, chocolate. It's not chocolate of any type. It's not melon. It's not any kind of fruit. Carrot. It's not a vegetable. Toffee, rock, apple, eggs, tin of beans. Nah. It's not a tin. There's no tins. Jerky. That's getting a bit closer. Beef jerky. No. Is it a fruit? Coconut, beef jerky, Werther's original. Celery, veg, beef jerky. Beef jerky is the closest so far. Like, someone might have already put the answer, but I'm just going down these comments in order, you know what I mean? Because, oh, I think we might have a right answer. But I've got to make sure that I get these in order. Does it come in different colours? Yeah, kind of. I mean, different tones. Is it in a can? No. Veg, carrot, rock cake, salami, sausage, pepperami. Right, I'm going to give it the first meat sausage guess. It's actually, what's it called? It's a chorizo. Caula, chorizo, sarta dulce. Oh my god, it looks good. I'm gonna be having a little bit of this later on. Whew. Now, the first person to suggest, first person to say something anything like it was Richard Campbell. He said salami, and then straight away, right after him, Ali Gunn said sausage. So it's going to be one of those two. Who do you think I should give it to? The person who said salami first, or the person who said sausage just afterwards? I mean, salami is a type of sausage. You know what I mean? I think I've got to give it to the guy who said salami. That's close enough. Let's do it. Mind you, it wasn't that long after that that McLyle said chorizo. And it is a chorizo. Oh, fuck. Should have decided this before, shouldn't I? Right, so the choices for prizes are... Oh, God, I lost them now. It was Richard said... I'm going to give it to Richard. Salami's close enough. Salami chorizo. Chorizo salami. That's it. So the winner is Richard, right? I can't... Because there's so many comments. I've lost it again. Here it is. I found you again. Yeah, Richard Campbell. That's it. Richard Campbell's the winner. Yay! So you get a beer. Gonna send the beer to you. Send me a message, Richard. That's what you have to do. You have to send me a message with like some contact. Give me your email and give me your postal address, and then I'll get in touch with Cross Borders tomorrow, and they'll send you some beer. They're going to send you the growler. 2 growlers. 2 1-litre growlers. Well, look, see, I knew this would happen. Now I've gone down the comments, and everyone's going, should say chorizo. Should say chorizo. Nah, I'm making the rules, right? That's it. Okay? Yeah, I know you all think... Well, I know all the people who said chorizo think that that's what the rule should be. That tends to be how it works. Might as well give it to Ember Rock, says Abby. Yeah, aye, right, okay. To be honest, that wasn't the best organised mystery bag ever. But I'm already over time, so that's it. Richard's the winner. You could always sue me. There was a quizmaster got sued a couple of years ago. I can't remember the story. I'll look up the story. It's brilliant. I'll tell you when I look it up. But this very, very, very angry person took a guy to court, and they both ended up losing loads of money by going through the court. It was a dreadful story. Right, okay. Double or bust, right? You know how double or bust works. Here we go. This is the last round for the quiz. So you get 4 points for right answer. That's double. But you go bust if you put one wrong answer. Bust is not your whole quiz. It's just 0 points for the round. So you decide how many you want to answer and go for it. If you leave blanks, nothing bad happens. But if you put an actual wrong answer down, you get 0 points for for the round. Yeah, mystery bag is full of controversy. That's kind of how I like it, to be honest. This could be a lot better organised, but it wouldn't be as much fun. I like to see the anger coming out. Right, anyway, let's get on with it. Right, number 1. The VC, that's the Victoria Cross, highest British military honour, was first awarded to British soldiers who had fought in which war from the 19th century? So name the war where the soldiers first received Victoria Crosses for sacrificing their humanly bodies in a hail of shrapnel. Number 2, the snooker. When you're potting the colours in snooker, what comes immediately after the green? So you've got to pot the colours in order at the end of the game, after all the reds have gone. Which do you go for after you've potted the green? That's question number 2. In double or bust. Remember, one wrong answer is bust. You can leave blanks. I'm just laughing at Marion's comment. Salami for chorizo. It's like a cat winning Crufts. That's great. That's the quote of the night. Right, number 3. Which Commonwealth country includes provinces named New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island? These are both provinces in which Commonwealth country? I'll tell you in a second, Mr. Fricker. Just get these questions done first. Number 4. Who played the character of Phoebe Buffet in the TV sitcom Friends? Popular in the 90s, popular again now. Or it was last year. Maybe the fad is gone now. But what was the name of the actress who played Phoebe Buffet in Friends? Bloody awful show. And the last one, number 5. Right, what year? You have to get within 2 years to get the points. If you're 2 years out, you get the points. If you're 3 years out, you get bust. So what year did both of these weddings take place? Prince Edward, the useless one, got married to Princess Sophie, Wessex. And Posh Spice, the fashion guru, got married to David Beckham, the philosopher and footballer. What year did both those weddings take place? Get within 2 years to get the points. I'm going to quickly recap the questions. Double or bust. Remember, you leave blanks if you want. And nothing bad happens. But if you put an actual wrong answer, you get bust in this round. Double points if you get right ones. So Victoria Cross, which war? That's number 1. Number 2, what comes after the green in snooker? Number 3, Prince Edward Island and New Brunswick are provinces in which Commonwealth country? Number 4, who played Phoebe Buffay in Friends? And the last one, 2 weddings, which year? Prince Edward, the most useless of the Queen's sons, and Posh Spice David Beckham. Okay, tell me when you're ready. All you missed, Mr. Fricker, was that I accepted salami for chorizo, and everybody went sausage bananas. No, Like a Cat winning Crufts is the best. It's the best summary. You're probably right, but I made my decision. That's it. You'd take it up on the Ombudsman. Right, Marion's ready. I'm the first to admit mystery bag's an imperfect situation. If you've got better ideas, let me know. My head's filled up with actually writing these things, getting a PowerPoint together, trying to publicise them, blah, blah, blah. Having actual ideas, I have some ideas. But if you've got a better idea for something like Mystery Bag, let me know. Okay. Right, everyone's ready. Let's get on to the answers. I'm sorry I've run over tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I must have been going blah, 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 blah. Right, double or bust answers. Here we go. Victoria Cross. 19th century war was the Crimean War. And there's a bit of live coverage from the Crimean War. Guy shooting another guy. Not much fun. What comes after the green and snooker? It's the brown. Green, brown. Green's worth 3, brown's worth 4. Which Commonwealth country includes New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island? They're right next to each other. They are both in Canada. There's a map. There's New Brunswick on the left. Prince Edward Island, slightly green colour, just above Nova Scotia. Actresses. Who was Phoebe Buffay back in the 90s? That's Lisa Kudrow. Someone told me how to pronounce this the other week and I can't remember. Kudrow, I think you say. That's her now. Nowadays. And this one. Now, I think some people might have got bust on this one. Prince Edward and Princess Sophie of Wessex or whatever, and Posh Spice and the Beckhams, what year did they get married? 2 points either way. Correct answer is 1999. So you could get 2 years out. If you said anything between 97 and 2001, then you got the points. You got 4 points for that question. Anything outside of that, you got bust. You got 0 for the round. So tell me what your total score was. And also get it uploaded. I'm going to make a league table. I'm just going to give you the link. That's the link. See, if you click on that link that I've just put on there, you can upload your score. Team name and score. Okay? Marion's still fighting. Better idea. Go with the answer which is printed on the packaged item. Well, Marion, just by the way, look at my sausage, right? Look, it says Chorizo Sarta Dulce. Can you see that? Hang on. Get my camera so I can see it. So see what I'm showing you. Look. Chorizo. Now, should I accept just chorizo? Should I only take the answer if it says Sarta Dulce? Or should I get them to get the brand, which is Caola? Should I get them to specify that it's 200 grams? Because that's on there as well. This looks amazing, by the way. What? It's a mild one. It says mild. You know, what if they said spicy chorizo? Then what? Here's the bottom line. Richard's getting the booze. I'm getting the sausage. Yee! Chet Manx got 56. Best ever score. Yes! That's what it's all about on these scores. 73 for Gemma. for the wieners. That's great. That's fantastic. That's highly likely to be the top score or thereabouts. 71 for the porn dwarfs. Sausage chaos. You'll remember this night. Foreign muck, says Raymond. Do you like Halls? Do you? Do you like a nice Halls skinless sausage with beans? One short of Nirvana, 68. Grockle's got 51. Maybe got bust. Tell me if you got bust on the last round. Tell me what you got bust on. Thanks for doing the quiz. I did say it earlier, but I'll say it again. Quiz is free to do. Love having you here. Please like the quiz. That's the first thing you can do for me. If you were entertained by the quiz, please like it. There's 81 people on this stream at the moment. There's 23 likes. So give me a like. But if you wish to keep me alive, then please send £1 or £2. Some people send more, and I really appreciate that. But anything you think it's worth. What would you normally spend at a pub quiz? Half that. Give that to me, right? That's the link. That's the PayPal link. I'll just put it on twice. I'm going to put the link up again so you can upload your scores in case you missed that. And I will make a lead table. I'm going to do the quiz again at 9 o'clock. I'm going to do it on Facebook. So if you just came in at the end, then don't worry about it. Do the quiz again. Actually, you know the answers. If anyone missed the answers, just ask. I upload your scores. Do that now. Congratulations. Here's your voucher. So, you know, I was talking about a voucher earlier. So you get a voucher by coming to the quiz. So that's it. You've got 2 points for next time. With a double we get 64. Just totally misunderstood. Yeah, double or bust. So the last round you can get 20 points, right? If you go for all of them and get them all right. But if you went for all of them and got one wrong, then you'd get 0 points. If you went for 3 and got them all right, you'd get 12 points. I think you understand. That's fair enough, Marion. Marion's going to donate £4 tonight instead of 5 because of my highly unreasonable foreign sausage attitude. I understand that. But, you know, put yourself in my chair. I had to make a sausage decision. I had to slice my mind into a decision. I'm going to enjoy the chorizo, Kerry. Don't you worry. I fully intend to. If Richard's still here, make sure you send me a message, Richard, so that I can get the beer to you. What else? Wee Teams Pub Quiz. Listen, I've got a proper schedule now. This is it. I've settled on this. So I'm going to do it on Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 7 o'clock. So that was the first one here. And then I'm going to repeat the quiz on Facebook at 9 o'clock. So 7 o'clock. See, that's wrong. See that Friday one, it says Facebook. That's not right. The 7 o'clock one's always going to be on YouTube, and the 9 o'clock one's always going to be on Facebook. I need to change that graphic, but Chorizo Gate. Oh man. Salami. You got a salami a degree of wriggle room. That was pretty bad. Big Teams quiz tomorrow night. If you like the chaos of what's in the bag, you'll love the chaos of the Big Teams quiz. This is where there's not lots of little teams, there's just 3 big teams. The winner stays on. So the winner on Thursday was Susan Boyle. Subo! So she's back again tomorrow night and she'll be up against 2 new captains, and I don't know who she's going to be up against. I've not made my mind up yet, or I haven't had their applications yet. Yep, Margaret Ann, yeah. So I try to make it so it's the same every night, right? So Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 7 o'clock, YouTube. And then the later one, same night, Facebook. It's the same quiz. So I'm up in 45 minutes. I'm going to be doing exactly the same questions that I've just done here. So I don't have to write a whole other quiz. But the point is that there's some people who 9 o'clock is just a lot easier for them to do. So I had been doing I had been doing Facebook. I'm not going to tell you what I was doing. I'll just tell you what I'm doing. So, no, you got it right on your comment. Yes, 7 o'clock YouTube. That is correct. So I'll change that graphic to stop any confusion. And the big teams quiz is 9 o'clock Tuesday and Thursday. I've settled down for that, for the big teams quiz. Just 2 times a week, Tuesday and Thursday. They're good fun, the big teams quiz. Very chaotic. And thanks very much. Thanks for coming here and doing the quiz tonight. Please tell other people about it. Please like, please subscribe. If you're not subscribed, that helps as well. Subscribe to me and click the bell. You get a little, what do you call it, notification when the quiz is coming on so you don't miss them, you know. Yeah, thank you, Pajero. Thank you, Abby. Aye, Facebook, YouTube 7 o'clock, Facebook 9 o'clock, Facebook later. Thank you, Deeza. Thanks for doing the quiz. Please tell your friends. I'm at the stage where I need, and I will be at this stage for a little while to come, I need some help from you just growing this. I need to grow this to bigger so that I can, you know, because the donations I get for this amount of people isn't enough to live on, but it will be if it grows a bit. That was the hardest quiz. Yeah, it was, I expect a wide range of scores tonight. Please upload your scores, even if you thought you did badly. People get this thing where they get ashamed if they got a low score, but you get a low score sometimes. That's the way it goes, you know. So get those scores up, and I'll do a nice big league table. I'm going to put the league tables together. I'll see how it goes anyway. All the scores from 7 o'clock and all the scores from 9 o'clock. It might be too many. I might end up splitting them up, but for now, put them all together. Oh look, I've got a breed or deed team photo has just arrived on a message from Nick. That's great. Thank you very much. I'll incorporate that into the situation. So yeah, I was saying right at the start of the quiz, if anybody missed and is still here, I need more pictures of teams because I've got pictures of me. I've got pictures of the quiz. I've got pictures of teams from the real world from when I used to do the pubs. That doesn't look like it's coming back anytime soon. Because even if they open the pubs, they're going to have regulations on how many people they got in there. So that doesn't go well with quizzes, because the whole point of the quiz is to try and get as many people in the pub as possible. So even if the pub's open, I'm not quite sure if there's going to be pub quizzes, you know what I mean? So anyway, sidetrack. The point is I'd like to see some pictures of the teams that are taking part, because it's all about the teams. That's what it's all about. It's all about people taking part. I might try and incorporate Zoom into doing the live quizzes, like, because you can do Zoom and simultaneously put it on YouTube or Facebook. So I'm looking at that, and that's good because you can see other people. You can screen grab them and all that shit. It's good. But I'm just trying to make one little improvement at a time. Yeah, 81 people just now. It was over 100 earlier on, I think, Marion. That's fine. I don't mind people not donating. I don't mind that at all. You know, it's there's no absolute compulsion. I'm just working on the idea that if I get a larger number, then the percentage of people that do donate will make it worthwhile. The other thing is, I think some people come a couple of times a week and donate once a week. That's perfect. I'm more than happy with that. You know, I'm just. I like doing quizzes, right? So I'm going to keep doing this as long as it's more or less viable. I don't really want to go and pick fruit up in fucking Perthshire. You know what I mean? I mean, I will if it comes to it. I have a wife, I have a child, so I'd have to. But that's pretty much my choices. I don't know if I can get any other type of employment, to be honest. So I'm going to keep going with the quizzes. I love doing it, right? I'll keep doing it as long as it goes. Right, I better get off because I've got to have a wee snack and then got to get the YouTube, Facebook one set up, which is not always that easy. YouTube's super easy. YouTube's great. See, if you're going to do this, do it on YouTube. In terms of ease. In terms of shareability, I think Facebook might be better. But it's a pain. Yeah, I love the controversy. I think deep down we all like a bit of a row in Mystery Bag. Haha. Perthshire rocks. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure it does. Depends what you're doing up there. Thanks, Ollie. Yeah, I'll see you Wednesday. Thanks very much. I've never lived in Perthshire. I worked in Perth a few times. I've done deliveries around the countryside up there and stuff like that. Yeah, it was lovely. Beautiful. Thanks, Zenon. Had a really good holiday once at Loch Tay. Or not holiday, it was only a couple of nights. Some cabin thing by the... You're really drunk. And, what did I watch? Funny Girl. Whilst extremely hungover. That was my main memory of that. It was a good karaoke session. And we got right up to the top of a hill. Like on a bus. They take you up the hill on a bus. With a bike. So you don't have to cycle up the hill and then you just cruise down the hill. All the way down Glen Lyon. That was nice. Yeah, Cullen. I stayed at Cullen actually. Last year or the year before. Just for a night. Cullen Hotel. It was really nice. Went for a walk in the morning, just down from the hotel, just down to the end of Loch Tay. Great place. And the falls and all that. Yeah, it's beautiful, no doubt about that. But what do you do? Do you live there now, Marion? Is that where you live? Did you not say you were in Granton or something? I'll get Marion's answer, then I'll hang up, because I'll need to get the other thing ready. But thank you, everyone, for doing the quiz. I'll put the donation link in one more time, just in case anyone's here and thinking, where's that link? I want to give him, like, 20 quid. For his family, for his... You know what I should do? I should get pictures of my daughter on the slideshow, and you'll all go, oh, she's so nice. You live in Edinburgh now, right? Aye, because there's nothing to do in Cullen, is there? Cullen. Did you go to the Cullen chip van? I think... Nah, we didn't. We ate in the hotel. But I know what you mean. It's the wee car park just as you're going through the end of the town. The end of the town. Village. Thank you, Tim. Yeah. Alright. See, I'm not going to have time to eat that chorizo or even a bit of it before I set up the next one. But that's going to taste all the better later. Your mum runs the Cullen Hotel. Nice one, Michael. That's a great place. Oh, your mum runs the chippy. Even better. Free bag of chips next time you're there. Fantastic. I'll get her to I'll get her to sponsor one of the quizzes, see? And like Wednesday we've got James the Baker, and the prize can only really be won by someone from the Edinburgh area. You know, because he's delivering it himself in his van. So we could do the same thing. Hi, I got it at the chip van now. You could do the same, where your mum's chip van sponsors the quiz on a Friday, but you can only win if you can get to Cullen. Folk, some people would drive to Cullen just to get the free fish and chips. A guy from Edinburgh. Oh, there's a lot of Edinburgh Cullen connections, right? You two are going to have to chat next time because I'm going to turn off the stream. All right. Go and join Dr. Paul Quiz Group, because that's kind of what it's designed for. Nobody really uses it that way, but just to talk to each other. I'll put a link on for that as well. Dr. Paul Quiz Group. That's on Facebook. And it is very good. Groups are good. It's much easier to chat to each other than on a, how do you call it, a page. Cheers, Ali. And I noticed your thing earlier, Texas Chainsaw Musaka. It's one of the classics, definitely. And that's the group for the Facebook, the link for the Facebook group. You'll enjoy. Anyway, I've got to go. So I'll see you later. Cheers, Marion. See you later. Turning off in 3, 2, 1. Bye.